What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, Troxel Sports Talk, back at it with another one. We're doing the Oklahoma City Thunder at the Philadelphia 76ers. We are going to be getting ready to get set up, and yeah, we're going to have some fun today, folks. What's going on, Sports Player 2.0 Daniel? How's it going? What's going on, Arku? Hey, you already know. So I do want to let you guys know tomorrow I'll be doing the Pistons and the Cleveland Cavaliers. I do got to see what Wednesday holds. But Thursday I'll be doing the Cavaliers at Detroit. And I got to see what we're going to be doing on Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday we got the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Daniel says Sixers are getting the W even though I hate them. Arku said, I wish I was in a rush to get to the shower and get out before the game. Well, you got about 14 minutes until the game kicks off. Daniel says, I'll pick your Pistons tomorrow. Wow, the Sixers are on a 4-game losing streak. I mean, Magic, they lost to the Magic by 1. That's crazy. So I will let you guys know that as soon as the game tips off, I will be bringing in the game audio. So we do have 2 Pistons games still on the docket for the week. I do got to figure out what I'm going to be doing on Wednesday and Friday. And then we're going to be gearing up for the divisional round of the NFL playoffs this week, folks. I'll probably try to see what kind of college basketball games are on Wednesdays and Friday. And try to bring you guys some good content for you guys. We got 7 in the building. Appreciate you guys. If you guys want, let me know who you guys got in the chat. Yeah, I'll be commentating now. I'll even be bringing in the game audio. What's going on, Bubble Boy Ninja? I will have the game audio with it. And just so you guys know, when I do have the game audio on, I do have to mute it when copyright music and commercials are being taken place. So appreciate everyone for being patient. And as soon as this game tips off, I will be bringing in the game audio. So if there's any football fans out in my chat right now, um, the Dallas Cowboys did hire uh, former Packers head coach Mike McCarthy. What's going on, Arku? Yeah, Mike McCarthy's going to be great for the Cowboys. They also hired for the defensive coordinator, former Saints uh, linebacker coach as well. I thought that was a good hire as well. I was like, man, they're gonna be tough. You know, now Mike McCarthy has Leighton Vander Esch and Jalen Smith and all those guys, and I'm just like, man, he's gonna have some fun this coming up year. Arku says thanks to Jerry Jones. I criticized you so much, Jerry, but you stepped up. Yeah, he most definitely had to step up to the plate. Yeah, as they say, you spend the night in Jerry's house, you ain't leaving without a deal. All right, folks, we are getting ready to bring in the game audio. They're getting set to tip this bad boy off.
Get a win here. They've lost 4 straight, 7 of their previous 10. Quite succinctly, toughest stretch of basketball for them so far this season. It'll be Joel Embiid and Steven Adams. Jump it up. And we are right tonight from Wells
OKC
Fargo
starts
Center.
it off.
Versus a 2-game homestand. The Boston Celtics will be here on Thursday. Sixers 2-0 against the C's so far this year. Adams, who rarely looks to score, and Embiid has his miss.
They give him the obligatory Bill Cartwright couple touches before the game just to keep him interested, and then they play their regular basketball.
Spoken like a true former big man.
Well, if you guys don't know who Bill Cartwright is, Google it, folks.
Bill Cartwright won some rings with Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, played for a while with the New York Knicks. So Terrence Ferguson, he's a modest scorer. He averages 5 per game, but don't tell that to the Sixers. He had a season-high 19 against them in November, including 5 threes, and he hits the 3 right there.
He's real effective from beyond the arc, and it set up a couple of drives for him, too. He becomes a handful.
Joel Embiid, 17th in the NBA in scoring. He leads the Sixers, averaging just under 24.
Well, and you're interested to see what happens the rest of the night as you see the penetration there by Gilgeous-Alexander again. But Mark, does JoJo settle for jump shots with Adams, who's physical, or does he go at him?
I'll tell you what, you get him in foul trouble. They don't have their backup, the former Sixer Nerlens Noel. That's not good when you're a smaller team like the Thunder playing against a big team like the Sixers.
On the road, absolutely. So you want to go at Stevens. Will JoJo put pressure on him?
Gilgeous-Alexander the brick, and there is Tobias Harris.
See, we talked about at the top of the program about how Chris Paul kind of allows his teammates to ease into this ball game. He hasn't really been heard from the first couple of possessions, but that won't last all night.
This is Paul. And that is Danilo Gallinari, who also had a very good game against the Sixers in Oklahoma City. His 11th year in the NBA. Embiid, it is for 3. Paul, normally a very good rebounder, point guard, and the rare turnover, Chris Paul gives it up, trying to throw it ahead to Steven Adams.
At the 9:36 mark of the first quarter, and it's January something. Write that down. That's a thoughtless pass by him. You don't see that often.
No, not Turk Ferguson.
No, he's got a great pedigree, 9-time All-Star.
What is it, the 5th anyway?
Of January?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Simmons got lucky on that one.
And 6th.
It is January 6th. I had to call the action first and then look at my watch. Listen, and I don't blame you, partner. We cover an NBA team for a living. You
with
forget
the rebound.
the days of the week. You forget
Simmons
the dates.
brings
You
it
just know
up.
you have to be here
Either
Bias.
Yeah, either on
or some
off.
other place.
Horford. Ooh, Horford with a
Beautiful move by
beautiful
Horford.
spin
It would be
move.
nice to see him put together a good offensive game.
Oh, that was a nice spry move. Too quick and decisive. Knew what he wanted to do. Love to see more of that.
Boy, Gilgeous-Alexander, he knows how to get into the lane. He's 6'5", he's a
That was
slender one.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the
And as
lay-in.
mentioned earlier, a serious candidate for most improved player.
Well, and he bricked the one runner just a couple
Simmons
trips early.
and
Wasn't
Embiid.
even phased by it. Ball in his hand again. Nice smooth finish that time.
Well, he is the leading scorer on a team that's playing very well as Adams.
Blocked by
man
Adams.
on man,
Chris Paul
blocking the
brings
shot
it
of
up.
Embiid.
Got to leave the ground. JoJo never left the ground. Tried to step
Adams.
through.
Guarded by
Simmons is
Simmons.
stuck on Adams, and he takes
Got the
advantage.
nice little
Steven
finger roll.
Adams averages just under 12. The 7th year from Pittsburgh. He's 6'11" and a rugged 265. It's a great
Richards.
look. Simmons to Richardson.
Nice cut.
Josh is able to cash in, compliments event.
Nice little action away from the ball as well, involving JoJo and Al, and that's where the back cut emanated from. Josh with the good read, a nice find by Ben.
Actually, the reverse was true
Alexander
against
with
Houston the
basketball
other
gives
night.
up to
Richardson was finding Simmons.
Adams.
A lot of that off the pick and
Embiid
roll as we have a whistle
Adams.
here and a foul. Joel Embiid, the personal.
Still adjusting offensively what this unit wants to do, and you can see there, Gallinari on him, no chance. Al taking the baseline route.
Horford, his 13th year from Florida, signed a 4-year free agent contract with the Sixers, still trying to find his game on the offensive end. Rick Brown continues to address that before every game,
Adams
talking
with
about
the first.
space. And he would certainly like to see Horford take more threes than he is. He'd like to see his team in general take more threes.
I think he'd like to see him make more threes, too.
Oh, that too. That's always true.
Right?
Yeah.
Had been struggling shooting
And
rolls
he
at
misses
times.
the second, rebounded by
Adams,
Simmons.
who struggles from the line, just 54% from the stripe. That said, the
Brings it up to
Thunder,
court.
thanks largely to the likes of
Gives
Chris
up to
Paul
Richardson.
and Danilo Gallinari, an excellent free throw shooting team.
Richardson
And they
drives
get there
it,
a lot,
shoots it,
as
and fills
Richardson,
it in.
who had 28 in November, was a homecoming Oklahoma.
Good defense there for a second. As long as Chris
Adams.
Paul has his dribble alive, you're vulnerable as a
To
defender.
Alexander. What's going on, Data Boy?
Gilgeous
Alex-
Alexander, when he can get his
Ooh.
feet set, not a bad three-point shooter.
Hits the
So it
iron
glances
out
off
of
the rim there.
bounds.
It'll belong to the Sixers.
You see how the rest of his teammates, including Chris Paul, not even phased by the miss. He's bricked a runner. He missed that three. This has become his team. They live and die by how he goes. Obviously, Chris Paul is the silent leader, but this kid emerging.
He got him along with Gallinari from the Clippers for Paul George. There is Chris Paul.
Chris
And how
Paul
many
with the
times has he
steal.
done that in his NBA career?
Clippers had a lot of
Shoots
talent.
the
huh?
three.
Got Tobias from there.
Gets the friendly roll.
And after all that, they still have a lot of talent.
Exactly, and he's still got more talent.
You know, it's funny. I see Chris Paul doubling down on the big man, coming up with a steal. One of his assistant coaches, a guy who did that with alarming
Richardson off
regularity, the
iron,
Hall of
rebounded
Famer,
by
the former
Adams.
76er
Chris
Maurice
Paul
Cheeks.
brings it
Sit
up.
in his lap when the ball
Shoots
goes in the
another
post.
three. And gets that one to fall.
Paul, not a bad three-point shooter at 36%.
There he is. The guy you were talking about.
Yep. Good man. Great player.
Oh, the prototypical point guard.
Al Horford.
Prototypical.
To Tobias. Tobias answers with the three.
Tobias Harris drills the three. Tobias, by the way, the only Sixer starter to play every game this season. Mike Scott, the only other Sixer player to play at every game. James Ennis, who is available tonight.
Chris
I'd say the
Paul
same for him until the absence the other night against
Ferguson.
Houston because of illness.
to Chris.
Paul, another three.
Misses it.
Means a long rebound to Shea
Rebounded by-
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Alexander drives it. Got
Fouled
fouled
up
by
top by
Richardson.
Richardson. We have a timeout. Past the halfway point of the first. Sixers down 3.
All right. I do got to mute it for the timeout. And that's for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. So tomorrow I will be doing the Pistons and the Cavaliers. My own Detroit team. I am a Detroit Pistons fan. And then I'll be doing... I'm going to look through the college basketball games on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I'll be doing the Pistons and Cavaliers again because they are doing a home and home. And then I'll be doing probably another college basketball game on Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'll be doing the NFL playoffs. My channel is based off of basketball and football, college and pro. So if you enjoy basketball and football, definitely hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell. And let's have some fun. Oh, you already know, Demon Dad. You already know where to go for that game. Pistons and Suns? Absolutely. February 5th, I will be doing more basketball during the week. And after the Super Bowl, I will be doing it all week long. I will be incorporating college basketball as well as the NBA as well. But we're going to be having some fun, folks. Data Boy, I hope they both lose.
Took advantage of a limited time to practice finally on Sunday, and a lot of the talk was on the focus offensively, staying organized, also role recognition, spatial recognition.
I don't want the Packers or the
Al Horford, who has seen his
Vikings
numbers
to
dip
win
over the past few weeks, and one of those numbers that stands out, you can see it right there, guys, is shooting 24% from three. Zoo, you mentioned it. That's an area Brett wants.
Now, I am a Detroit Pistons fan, though,
with Joel
so that's why. Or a Detroit Lions fan.
Threes is what Brett Brown said. To further that, he also said that with the type of team that's been assembled, guys, when Joel is in the game, it is Joel Embiid's paint. So what can you do to work around that? And look, Al Horford is a great teammate. So he says he will do whatever
you gave it wide open.
All right, Serena, we thank you so much for
that.
He
turned the ball
Chris
over.
Paul turned it over again, Ala, his second turnover of the quarter. As Al Horford, indeed now an opportunity to occupy the paint with Joel Embiid stepping aside.
Some people go to
all right,
extreme
Dennis
lengths
Schroeder
to
is
make me
in
look
for
bad.
Chris Paul.
Oh, listen.
he's just struggling. That's all, but he'll be back, believe me.
Oh, yeah.
That's not going to last for 48 minutes.
And by the way, his replacement's pretty good, too.
Korkmaz.
That's Dennis Schroeder.
You've had trouble with him when he was in a Hawks uniform. Still good.
Furkan Korkmaz
Gallinari with the rebound.
And a former Sixer in there, number 33, Mike Muscala. Second-year player from Bucknell.
Schroeder drives it. Got foul. Korkmaz with the foul.
Mark Jackson in our studio pregame talking about the ability of Dennis Schroeder to put a guy on his hip and get into the lane. And well, we see Joel Embiid, who apparently now has retreated to the locker room holding his left hand. And no doubt Serena Winters is on the case, and we'll look to get an update on him. Meantime, here is Dennis Schroeder, seventh year in the NBA.
Schroeder with the first.
Germany. Meantime, James Ennis, we mentioned, did not play against Houston on Friday, missing his first game of the season due to illness. Schroeder, part of a surprisingly strong bench for Oklahoma City, and at 18.5 per game, he is among the leading bench scorers in the NBA.
All right, makes them both.
So quick with the ball is Schroeder, and I wondered at times how they were both going to coexist, but as a backup, I think it's a perfect role for him. Limited minutes and limited expectations.
Korkmaz. Fouled by...
Foul here on the floor against the Thunder. Right now on NBC Sports Philadelphia Plus, it is NBC.
All right, there's some copyright music real quick.
NBC Sports Betcast happening right now over on NBC Sports Philadelphia Plus. Literally a fascinating way to watch a game.
Out to Tobias.
If you're not a
Tobias for three.
Tobias Harris hits himself another three, his second to give him 6, and the Sixers down a deuce.
That's a nice find for the cross-court pass as well, able to allow Tobias to step into that jumper.
Gallinari makes the turnaround
with the versatility
jumper.
of Danilo Gallinari, their best three-point shooter that time, stepping into the lane
Ennis
and getting 2.
drains the three.
Hitting the 3 was James Ennis, so the good news for the Sixers, getting their threes and hitting them here in the first quarter. They are 3 of 5 from beyond.
The old adage, good shooting makes up for a multitude of sins. The 76ers, when they don't shoot, their sins are exposed.
Alexander drives it.
Alexander again just looking to drive. And he's fouled en route to the hoop.
Sixers in transition, Mark. You can see the push up the floor.
What's going on, West
Much quicker the pass than the dribble.
Supersonics.
And then the
they
previous
need to bring him back.
Trip down the floor. The nice little cross-court pass from the post-up.
Good to see Tobias hitting the three. Remember that 0 for 23 stretch he had from beyond the arc. He got well in the game.
Missed it. Rebounded by Horford.
In mid-November.
Simmons brings it up.
Looked back.
Court must
challenged by Furkan there on that Schroeder drive. Got his arms up. Used that 6'8" length.
Out of bounds.
There intended for James Ennis. And the Sixers give it up for the second time to down a point. Take a timeout. A little more than 3.5 to go here in the first.
Oh, that's what's up, West Branch Ball. See your new avatar. And on microphone number 1, hashtag Mr. Travis Troxel. Yeah. What's going on, Dwayne? How's it going, brother? 3 ball says Hawks. It's a Spartan. Nah, it got to be a Wolverine. Come on, now. Dwayne says, what's up, family? Not a whole lot. We just live for some Thunder and Sixers basketball. I'll probably keep it until March Madness is over. Then I might be my original one after that. Dwayne says, I dropped a small video earlier, making sure you guys check it out. Thank you, Abdul. Thank you, More Efficient Essential. Or it might be with a Detroit Tiger. All right, Dwayne, I'll definitely check it out.
His 9th year from Tennessee. And we mentioned the 0 for 23 he had. That was part of a very tough 5-game stretch. He was not only missing from beyond the arc, but just missing shots in general. Got well in that game at Oklahoma City with 21 points. Joel Embiid, that's a good sign, as he is back.
Yeah.
Appeared to be grabbing at what was his left hand as he left to go to the locker room.
And I'm surprised I didn't get your notification because I got you on I got your bell on.
Joel had 31 points the last time the teams met. That was back in November in Oklahoma City. Now the Thunder have it out of the timeout.
Little zone here. 2-3 zone with Al anchoring the middle. Can't let him get that deep. That's too easy.
Well, he did. Dennis Schroeder, the setup.
Diallo,
second-year player from Kentucky.
Turnaround
did not play at Oklahoma City against the Sixers in November.
Tobias drains the 3. Game's all tied up.
Guy right now. He's 3 for 3 from beyond. He has 9, and the Sixers, as a team, 4 of 6 from beyond the arc.
He's had that left wrist bandaged as well, but he looks a little bit more confident shooting that thing, especially putting it down the floor.
With the 3.
Mike Muscala, just a 27% three-point shooter in his time with the Thunder. Last year, 47 games for the Sixers before they traded him.
Misses the lay-in.
The Tobias Harris deal. Simmons,
offensive foul.
Hamidou Diallo and Simmons, and apparently he pushed off.
Not liking the call either, but how do you not like this? Look at his right arm right here, and you can see him seeking Ben out. That's a foul right there, big boy. You can't go into the guy. He's parallel with you. That's not your territory. That's his. You're going the other way.
All right, Simmons to Al Horford. Over the back.
Indeed. James Ennis doing one of the things that he does so well, is offensive rebound. Several Thunder players fouled him. Take your pick.
guard doing that with some Thunder big guys in there. James good for 1 or 2 offensive boards a night. That's just big time blocking out.
Mike Scott for the first time, and Joel Embiid is back on the floor. Well-deserved rest for Tobias Harris, who sits with 9, all from beyond the arc. Al Horford to the bench as well. And Mike Muscala, after a 3-minute run in which he hit a 3. Giving way to Steven Adams, no doubt. Billy Donovan wants Adams on Embiid.
All right, Simmons drives it, gives it up to Embiid. Embiid airballs it, rebounded by Simmons. And Simmons with the tip in.
Able to turn garbage into gold and for Ben Simmons. That's his second hoop.
Well, when you occupy Adams, there's not a lot of rebounding left. And that time, Ben able to find a little alley to that rebound.
Schroeder with the
Schroeder, second on the team
jumper.
in scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander averaging 18.5. Korkmaz, it'll
with
count.
the foul
As well.
and the basket.
Now you're just showing off. Watch this again. Goes across the court, gets the curl, off the one leg, shoulders squared, make it count for Khan. How about that? Nice little left to right on your screen.
You are loving the diversity in his game.
Well, you can see him growing. And you know it's because of hard work. His confidence is growing. He's doing it the right way. It's easy to root for a kid like that. Is he complete? No, but he's getting there.
And
again, we stress much better on the defensive end. Furkan Korkmaz, who completes the 3-point play. First free throw this first quarter for the Sixers. Final 2 minutes of the opening
Yeah, I
quarter.
like Cassius Winston, even though I hate the
Communication there
Michigan
between
State
Ben and
Spartans.
Furkan to keep Schroeder on that side.
Oh,
Adams missing the hammer back. He is an excellent
There we
offensive
go.
rebounder. And he ensures two
Steven
right
Adams
there.
with the dunk.
JoJo not right, walking over. You can see him bent over in front of Coach Donovan now. Adams laying the wood.
So Embiid, who exited earlier with an issue in the line. Well, we can see what that is.
Embiid.
And Kevin Johnson, we are
Ouch.
not happy to report, but well, we are happy to report he has seen many of those.
Yeah, I think he
Best
dislocated
trainers, not
his
just in
finger a little
basketball,
bit.
Professional sports as a whole.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Hopefully it's just a jammed finger and he will straighten it out.
Well, it looks dislocated, but he can pull it and straighten it.
So we have 86 seconds to play here in the first. We do have a timeout. And the Sixers are down 2. And again, Joel Embiid for the second time here in the first quarter. To the locker room. We'll leave you, but we promise we'll be right back.
All right, I do got to mute the game audio for commercials. Yeah, Joel Embiid is injured. It looks like a dislocated finger. And they showed it too. Hawk said, glad I can't see it now. Hey, it looked nasty. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, I mean, you ain't got to tell me much, West Branch ball. I mean, the man's a baller. That's why I wouldn't mind him on the Pistons. But I just can't stand your team.
One time, you can see Steven Adams really doesn't do anything. JoJo gets his hands and fingers kind of wrapped up in the uniform in the post-up. Adams kind of innocuous to what was going on behind him.
By the way, the Sixers call for a delay of game warning here. It's going to be an offensive foul, Ben Simmons.
All right, it's an offensive foul.
Trey Burke for the first time. And Chris Paul has returned for the Thunder in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So an opportunity now for really a couple of point guards and Schroeder and Paul to work together in the same backcourt.
All right, Schroeder. Dalio.
Korkmaz off the miss by
rebound.
Diallo.
Horford.
Nicely done to sneak it past Adams for a second bucket.
Gets the low post shot.
Under a minute now remaining here in the first.
Schroeder. Chris Paul.
Could help defend by Horford on Paul.
You don't see Paul pick up his dribble that much in the middle of the lane.
Schroeder from the elbow.
Schroeder again. 6 in the game for Schroeder off the bench. Half minute to play in the first.
With the basketball. Horford to Richardson.
Horford has Schroeder on him. Thunder right now defensively in scramble mode.
Drives it and gets the lay-in. All right, Trey Burke.
Well done by Trey Burke, who has been the choice now as the backup the last 8 games, including tonight.
We talked about the change of pace he brings via the dribble at the end of shot clocks. He's real effective because he can get something out of nothing. Quick with the ball.
Shoots a 3.
That was really good defense.
And missed it at the buzzer.
By Richardson.
All right. 31 all. End of 1, folks. Oh, you already know, West Branch. We got a friendly battle, but then when it comes to like Ohio State and anyone else outside the state of Michigan, oh, absolutely. Probably the only time I'll ever root for Michigan State. But if it's Michigan versus Michigan State, you already know, go blue. Yeah, I mean, but you see, like, the hate for Ohio State and the hate for Notre Dame is different, though. Like, for that is just the actual team. It's not the players. Because if we hated the players, that means us as a Lions fan, would hate, say a Golden Tate. And last I checked, he was beloved over here. But absolutely, I mean, what in the world? That commercial, they had Shaq with the high top. This is on NBA TV, Dwayne.
And some tape was administered, we are told, by head athletic trainer Kevin Johnson. Was hard at work during the last timeout.
Well, the thinking is you've got the finger next to it is good, so you use that as a support, as a brace, and that's the finger you're taping to the bad dislocated finger, and it'll hopefully add some support and some stability.
How much time to shoot for the Sixers?
Ennis missed it.
The rebound to Adams as we go to Serena.
Well, we saw it. What you saw it looked like is what it was, guys. A dislocated finger. He went back, had it treated, had it taped up, and obviously he is good to go out there.
All right, thank goodness for that. It's just dislocated finger and nothing
Schroeder.
worse.
Missed it. Trey Burke.
Schroeder lost the handle for the 4th Oklahoma City turnover.
Ennis.
That's an Ennis 3. Mike Scott breaking it free. Boy, Embiid to the floor there, vying for it with Diallo. And here come the Thunder as we're into the first minute of this second quarter. That's going to be an offensive foul on the 19-year-old rookie, Darius Baisley.
Take a look at JoJo, not even hesitating. Sees the Thunder player going to the floor, gets there himself. That's a guard going to the floor for the Thunder. That's our big man going down to the floor.
Well, Serena winners, Ala Abdelnaby marks you off tonight. Being featured where else? Right here on NBC Sports Philadelphia.
We did the Pistons game last night, Dwayne.
Now, he doesn't shoot enough or play enough to qualify for the leaders, but 45% from beyond the arc coming in. That's well above the NBA average.
I did the Pistons and Lakers last night. That was a fun game.
He might have had time, but he had the space, more importantly, pulled up and knocked down the jumper.
Baisley threw it right to Richardson.
Look.
Nice looking.
And he's got a block
by Diallo to scramble back and block the shot.
Staring down and as well. Like, okay. Make the shot, big boy.
Adams, we mentioned, very good offensive rebounder, and a timeout called by the fifth-year head coach Billy Donovan.
Donovan and Adams talking about it. Here's a great look to Ennis, an even better recovery from Diallo. The block, no goaltending, Mark.
All righty. So there's the timeout. I do got to mute it for commercials. Yeah, I did. I had a triple header yesterday, Dwayne. I did the Vikings and the Saints, the Seahawks and the Eagles, and the Pistons and the Lakers. So I did all three games. Because here on Troxel Sports Talk, we grind. We have fun and we grind. I'll do a triple header in a heartbeat. You know, like last week we did what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games just last week. So after the loss to the Lakers, the Pistons should really feel like they wouldn't lose a game to anybody else this season if they didn't have a Lakers jersey. Yeah, I can see that, Dwayne. What's going on, BH? Says who will win, bro? You know what? Give me the Sixers. Sorry, Arku. I know you're a Thunders fan, but man, that second unit is rough to watch. But I do like the Thunder. I ain't gonna lie. I do like the Thunder, but I mean, it's the Philadelphia 76ers. They got championship dreams or bust. But I will be cheering for both teams. I just think that the Sixers will win.
Coming to the fore here with the Thunder, turning it over 3 times.
I am a Pistons fan, so
out of the timeout, they set up Chris
Paul with the nice
Hamidou Diallo. No surprise he can get up. He is the reigning NBA slam dunk champion.
Oklahoma
smeared the basketball on the backboard on his drive as well. Starting to get engaged.
It's just, they're playing sloppy, and it's just like, you guys are in it. Oh, wide open. Oh, got it.
Hitting the three was Darius Baisley Came right out of high school.
Baisley with the 3.
It's an interesting story as to how he got to the NBA. He was going to go to Syracuse. He opted to go to the G League. Didn't go there. Instead, he took some sort of an internship, which
guarded by Adams.
Turned out to be part of a sneaker deal.
Shoots it over Adams and gets it.
Joel Embiid, no ill effects from that dislocated finger again on his left hand. His second bucket.
Nice cover by Trey. Backdoor cut from Schroeder.
Missed it. Rebounded by Adams. And got the lay-in.
All right. Steven Adams. He is second in the NBA in offensive rebound percentage to Enes Kanter of the Boston Celtics.
Diallo may have a point there. Looked like he got fouled on that extension.
Got it. Adams with the and one. All right.
That's something that'll keep the coach up at night.
Nice way to keep your head up and get down that court.
To have the opposing center
got yourself in a one-on-one coverage
and you can't allow that.
Made the lane and got fouled.
I mean, he literally is from A to B. There is no curving of his route. There is no rounding off of his route. It is straight down, rim to rim. Adams isn't gifted. He's a hard worker.
Mostly I'm doing this game because I do enjoy good basketball. I think these are two good teams.
Prowess off the offensive glass. Billy Donovan, by the way, a solid job with a team that is clearly rebuilding.
This is an overachieving.
Russell Westbrook, he was the last guy to leave, and no more Durant.
All right, Adams is saying
this is a team that's overachieved. I didn't think they'd have the kind of success that they had. Sure, they have Chris Paul, but I didn't know he'd embrace the rest of the organization and the team like he had.
I mean, I hope somebody can stop these Philadelphia 76ers.
We're watching.
They probably my worst hated team in the NBA, outside of the Lakers and the
Sixers and Oklahoma City Thunder locked up at a good one.
Being a Detroit Pistons fan.
4 lead changes and 7 ties in the game. Sixers, they just need a win any way they can get it.
Only player really off of Philly I like is Tobias Harris.
Contest. Embiid wants Adams, and here they go.
Embiid
pushing him off the block, making it just a little bit tougher.
Adams, Chris Paul,
so good.
Well, Embiid's a load, and Adams is no weakling.
Yeah. He has the advantage because he doesn't have to score. He can just beat people up.
That's a great point. Use your energy that way.
Yep.
Chris Paul missed it.
Grabbing on
getting his own rebound. Oh, get it!
Look at Paul. Wow. Look at the wizardry right there with the ball handling. And Embiid has the Baisley miss.
Come on.
Those turnovers made him mad. We ain't gonna have Chris Paul turnovers for the rest of the night.
With basketball.
Stingy from now on.
True that.
Embiid. Oh, offensive foul.
The offensive foul as
there we go.
Hit the deck.
I don't know about that. Only because it's Steven Adams and he doesn't get pushed that easily. Come on. The Golden Globes were last
Dwayne
night.
says, hey guys, hit the thumbs up. Appreciate that, Dwayne.
Entry in time for that. But look at this. Come on. Really? All the way across the lane, too. Okay.
Adams, the native of New Zealand, was the 12th pick in the 2013 draft, right after the Sixers took Michael Carter-Williams at number 11. Carter-Williams, of course, eventually became the Rookie of the Year on a team that wasn't all that good and got a lot of playing time, got some good numbers.
In and out.
Burford off the Schroeder miss.
Carter-Williams in Orlando now, if I'm not mistaken.
Simmons drives it.
Correct. Simmons fouled en route to the hoop. The former Sixer Mike Muscala back. And he is charged with a personal foul. Second of a 2-game homestand Thursday against the Boston Celtics. Later on, it'll be Brooklyn, and then on January 17th, the Chicago Bulls. The start time for all the games, 7 p.m.
Simmons hits
If you're
the
interested,
first.
go to StubHub.com for ticket information. And if you can't make it out, watch the games right here on NBC Sports Philadelphia.
As a player, Mark, as an observer, it's the best thing to me
Missed a second.
about the NBA.
Alexander with the
whether
rebound.
You're coming off of a loss or a win, it's about the next one. There's
Schroeder
another opportunity
brings it up.
right around the corner. You got bad taste in your mouth, you can get it out with your next
Muscala.
opportunity. You got a good thing going, you can extend it with your next opportunity. That's what's great about this league.
Alexander shoots it, misses it. Simmons
Good
with the
defense
rebound,
on
brings
Gilgeous
it up.
Alexander, who has come back.
Drives it.
Coast to coast, and he's
Got
fouled
the
and
foul.
Muscala, probably the guilty party.
Well, Muscala saying that his arms are straight up. If they were, he has a point. You watch. Do his arms come forward and down a little? They kind of look like the right one does, getting a piece of Ben. Conscious of it, though, was Muscala, just unable to execute it.
Terrence Ferguson, a starter, is back. He is in for Hamidou Diallo. One more at the line for Ben Simmons Friday at Houston. 29 points, 13 boards, 11 assists for his third triple-double of the season.
Tied ball game, 41 all.
Of his career, and if that wasn't enough, he also tied a career high with 4 blocks. He's 3 of 4 from the line in this one. We're locked at 41.
Schroeder with basketball.
The Thunder 0 for the last 4 from the
drives
floor.
it, gets the lay-in and the foul.
By Korkmaz. One more at the line for Dennis Schroeder, looking for his 9th point off the bench.
Well, he breaks contact with him and tries to meet up with him around the other side of Tobias. That's too much ground to cover for a guy with quicks like Schroeder. Furkan unable to recover and get back into play.
Second on Korkmaz, second on the team.
All right, Schroeder gets
about Schroeder coming off the bench, averaging 18.5. He does play starters minutes, averaging about 30
up by
game.
3.
What do practices look like? Him and Chris Paul going at each other, because Schroeder's proud.
Shoots the 3.
He's got a lot of pride in his game, so he's not backing down. I would pay to see
with
that.
the rebound, brings it up
the
the court.
starter early in his career.
Atlanta, that's where he got the big money.
Yep.
To Schroeder.
Approach the halfway point of the second.
Muscala missed it.
I'll tell you what,
rebounded by Simmons. Brings it up the court. Drives it.
No Thunder in the lane to rebound either.
Gives it up to Horford. Missed it. Rebounded by Gallinari.
Rebound to Gallinari.
Schroeder brings it up.
Sixers just 3-11
Ferguson
shooting,
missed it.
4-11 shooting.
Rebounded by Simmons. Brings it up the court. Ennis. To Tobias, got it knocked away.
Jumping to do what? That's what you got to ask yourself with Ennis. He caught the ball and then jumped, but he didn't do anything with it.
Schroeder missed the
Simmons off the
3.
missed 3 by Schroeder.
You can see Ben just trying to calm everybody down. Let's make sure we execute. Don't start to play until everybody's in the right spot. That's what Ben's
Ben with 7 rebounds already.
Ennis,
I'll tell you what, fighting
with the lay-in
was not easy. He had Terrence Ferguson draped on him, and for the Sixers, their first bucket nearly the last 4 minutes.
He was strong with the ball because he brought it right in front of Ferguson's face, but yet Ferguson couldn't do anything with it.
Simmons pestering Gilgeous Alexander.
Oh, wide open.
Gallinari for 3.
Oh, missed the wide open 3. Tobias.
But he couldn't grab the basketball. Now up for
to Horford. To Korkmaz.
For 3.
And drains the triple.
Sixers shooting the 3 well.
Sixers up 2.
6 of 11.
4.5 to go in the first half.
Coming in, the team's best at 38%.
Good spacing and a nice defensive exchange there. That time meeting Schroeder like the last play that got beat on C. Can't chase him.
Schroeder with the lay-in.
You can see Furkan saying, where's the help there? Because if I'm behind him, somebody has to be in front of him. He's too fast to not have somebody in front of him.
True that. Schroeder has 11 off the bench, and right now he's high man of the game.
Tobias misses the 3.
From beyond. He had hit his first 3 from beyond the arc.
To Alexander.
Now he's got to deal with Gilgeous.
Drives it, missed it, but got the foul. Tobias, the guilty party.
The second-year player from Kentucky, originally a lottery pick, will go to the line. Sixers fans, block threats to your Wi-Fi. Xfinity XFi delivers a smarter, more secure home network. If it's connected, you're protected. Free throws 7 and 8 for Oklahoma City. They get to the line a lot. They average over 24 free throws. That's seventh most in the league. As Paul is back in for Schroeder.
Think of all the drivers they have just on the floor right now. They're racing. Chris Paul, Schroeder goes and sits down. Alexander,
free throw.
Everybody puts on the ball on the floor.
Well, listen, that Oklahoma City game, the Sixers lost in overtime. They lost it at the line. The Thunder had 41 free throws to 22 for the Sixers.
That's a big discrepancy right there.
Exactly.
Tobias from the elbow.
Good half for Harris. He's got 11 to lead the Sixers. We're on the seesaw now with the Sixers up 1. 7 lead changes, 9 ties already.
Muscala back to Chris Paul.
He wants to take command of this one.
Muscala drives it.
Muscala fouled. En route. Actually trying to pass the ball. That should be a foul on the floor, I would think. Yep. Personal Ben Simmons, his second. And the Sixers now at the team foul limit. Oklahoma City still with a foul to give. Thunder at 20 and 15, their best stretch of basketball so far in the season. They won a season high 5 straight, 9 of 10.
Gallinari misses it.
Since late
Tobias with the rebound, brings it up the court.
No one expects much of them, especially at the beginning of the year.
Nobody.
And here's the jam.
For 2, give him 13. The Sixers go up 3, matching their largest advantage.
As a Pistons fan, I miss Tobias Harris.
Assessing the floor, seeing an avenue for him to get to the cup. Little hesitation.
Alexander drives it, misses it. Foul.
Gallinari trying for the putback
Tobias.
after the Gilgeous-Alexander miss, and we have a foul.
All right, there's a timeout. I do have to mute it for commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. What's going on, Jonathan Lankford? Says, what's the point of buying League Pass when marquee games are on NBA TV and blacked out? Capital is... Yeah. I mean, but... You know, League Pass does have its pros. You know, there is games that, you know, I would even love to do, you know, back in December, and I didn't get it. And I got 40 different, what do you call it, sports channels, so... So Philly leads by 3, 50-47. There is 2:46 remaining in the first half. What's going on, Tanner Stone? Wow, Orlando is on fire. We will be resuming the game audio here very shortly.
We thank you, Tobias Harris, with 3 of the 6 threes for the Sixers.
Gallinari
but 3
with
not a good number when it comes to
throws.
personal fouls, and that's what Tobias has, so he will take a seat. Mike Scott in for him. You know, and I thought your point earlier was a good one about the fact that if you're struggling, good thing about the NBA is you get to play a night or two later. But if you're a coach, you know, when all those games come together, you need practice time. And now off days are being devoted to recovery. For Brett Brown, he had 2 days off, so he was able to practice Sunday, and he was able to hammer home the point that Serena was just talking about. Guys, we need more threes. Hunt for them and make them.
Knock down the second.
Well, when you don't get to practice, when you don't get to reset and be on the same page, there's some slippage there. That's what coaches call it, slippage, where things just start to kind of fall apart a little.
And
you have to regroup, readdress, and get back on the same page again. Hopefully that's the case.
Simmons
Embiid finding Embiid.
Embiid with the lay-in.
Adams looming. Well done by Ben Simmons for his 5th assist. So he is tracking a triple-double right now with 7 points and 8 rebounds to go along with it.
You can see JoJo initially just subtly bobbled that a little bit before he was actually able to grab it. That's just him adjusting right now to the tape on his hand.
Alexander.
Alexander. Well, that's for 3. That was really good defense by James Ennis.
Couldn't even hit the rim.
Shot clock expiring on the Thunder as the Sixers.
Shot clock violation.
Lock all windows and doors. Coming up.
Philly basketball.
Live presented by DraftKings Sportsbook.
2:01 remain.
That would be Andy Fiddle,
half.
Mark Jackson, and the coach in the studio. Halftime live.
Sixers
brought to you by
up by
DraftKings
3.
Sportsbook. Here on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Under 2
Richardson.
minutes now remaining in the first half.
To Embiid.
Embiid, he's got Schroeder on him. Take him. Meantime, it's
hits the shot from downtown.
And down it goes for Josh Richardson, who has 9 as we approach
halftime. It's a 6-point game.
Kick by JoJo. Josh ready to shoot.
P.S. The Sixers with their largest lead at 6. Maybe a little spurt here before halftime.
JoJo really fighting for that position.
Adams meeting him. Nice look for Simmons. Oh, beautifully done.
And Simmons got the shot in the paint.
JoJo set that up by the deep post up in a real earnest effort there. And then the double team came. He finds Ben. Nice little baby hook from 2-5.
An 11-2 Sixers spurt.
Oh,
and they're turning
steal.
on the defensive end of the floor.
Simmons with the finger roll.
2 off the turnover. And suddenly the Sixers by 10 under a minute to play here in the second.
Mike could have used the bucket there. I know it was a nice play by Ben, but Mike could have used the bucket.
There it is for Ennis.
Ennis missed it.
From Richardson.
Rebounded by
Adams there to wrestle it away.
Adams.
Opportunity to get 2 for 1 for the Thunder as Adams missed inside. Here's Paul. He studies
Chris
a
Paul
3. And
drains the 3.
Chris Paul.
They
his
definitely
third
needed
3
that.
In the first half. Give him 9.
He's going to kill you softly. Is that Roberta Flack?
Yes.
Just, I mean, he
Richardson
almost
with
looks
the basketball.
effortless, and he's done it for so long. Like, can we really act surprised?
Got about a 7-second
Just
difference.
nice.
7-second difference between the clocks. It's Richardson.
Richardson answers it back with a 3 of his own.
Three-point shooting has been terrific here in the first half. They're back up 10. The shot clock is unplugged.
Yeah, Embiid got his finger fixed.
Sixers do not have a foul to give. If they get it back, the Thunder would have a foul to give. Paul.
Chris Paul.
And that'll do
misses it.
Nice run by.
All right, that is halftime, folks. This game is going by real quick. It is 62-52. But it is halftime, so I am going to take a quick halftime break. Maybe try to get some dinner down real fast. And as soon as the second half resumes, I will resume the game audio. So I'll be back, folks, and I will be in the chat. All right. I am back, folks. So after the commercial, we should be resuming the second half. Yeah, Damien, the Sixers are looking good. It was a close ball game until about the last maybe 2 minutes. And then the last 2 minutes, the Sixers got hot. Went up by 10. But what's going on, Erica? What's going on, Damien? So just letting you guys know, I will be doing the Pistons game on Tuesday and Thursday. And then I will be doing some college basketball and NBA maybe on Wednesday and Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday I will be doing the NFL divisional round. Then on Monday, a week from today, I will be doing the national title game. Damien says, wow. Oh, absolutely, Damien. You already know. So Oklahoma City is winning the second chance points 11-2. Offensive rebounds as well, 8-3.
Game. All right, we'll check with you guys after the game.
Tobias,
back out to Mark Zumoff and I'll
to Embiid with the dunk and the foul.
Final meeting. Right there,
Chris
Tobias
Paul
Harris
with
hooking up
the
with Joel Embiid.
Foul.
And he'll get one more at the line. The foul on Chris Paul is first.
Give and then go. You can see JoJo gives it up to Tobias. He penetrates, draws the defense. JoJo open, catch and finish.
For the Sixers so far looking nothing like the team that has struggled.
Missed the
in the
free
last
throw.
4 games. All those games, of course, on the road.
Chris
And we
Paul
know
brings
by
it
now
up.
that being at home has made a huge difference.
Oh, this crowd's a tough place
Alexander.
to play. Confidence soars. Your
Gallinari.
bench tends to play better. You tend to get to the
Shoots
free throw
it.
line more.
Missed it.
Interesting
Tobias
note,
with
though,
the rebound,
Mark, the
brings it up the
76ers
court
being out-rebounded here in the first half.
to Embiid. Embiid
26
turns
to
around,
19.
shoots it, got fouled, missed the shot.
Embiid getting
Goes to the free
Gallinari
throw
to foul
line for
him
2.
as we go to Serena.
Chatted with assistant coach Kevin Young at the half, and guys, one of the things they loved so much about that first half was that they were so much more decisive offensively than they have been, and that was one of the focuses too of yesterday's practice. And really with Tobias Harris, I thought he really set the tone. You mentioned the assists already, Mark, 17 of them. That was huge. But overall offensively, to the shot quality that we saw in
Embiid
that
makes
first
the
half,
first.
they really were impressed with, hoping to carry that over to the second half, guys.
And also, I might add, Serena, the Sixers very good on the defensive end, holding Oklahoma City to just over 40% shooting. And I guess a lot of times, Ala, if you're not functioning well on the offensive end,
And he hits
it
them
shouldn't
both.
affect it, but it does.
66,
you get affected
52.
on the defensive end as well.
11:25 left in the
You're
third.
not a robot, you're human, so you do have your ups and
Alexander
downs. And
shoots it for 3.
5 turnovers
Off
only
the back iron.
for the 76ers at halftime.
Rebound by Tobias.
Pretty remarkable
Simmons
holding on to the ball.
up the court, missed the lay-in. Gallinari with the rebound, brings it up the court, gives it up to Chris Paul.
Sixers right now their largest lead at 14. Chris
Paul back to Gallinari.
A couple of early turnovers in the first quarter.
Drives it.
Gallinari rather
misses the lay-in.
Joel Embiid, good defense meeting him at the rim.
Tobias to Horford.
Horford and the smaller Paul on him, so we try to take advantage, and we do have a call here against the Sixers.
Ben with the foul over the back. Al Horford settling instead of backing down a guy like Chris Paul. Shot that little baby jumper short.
And that'll be 3 on Simmons. So keep in mind, Simmons and Harris each with 3 personal fouls. Chris Paul with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in the backcourt.
All right, Chris Paul.
Terrence Ferguson, Danilo Gallinari, the forwards, and Steven Adams in the middle.
Ferguson shoots the 3 and hits it.
They get another 3 here from
needed that.
Ferguson, who had one earlier to give him 6.
Just spot Ferguson up in the corner. It's really simple offense. Just give the ball to CP3. He'll break down the defense. Help will come. Kick it over to Ferguson for the nice little knockdown. Easy basketball.
Joel Embiid in hot pursuit of the Richardson miss, and he paid for it as he was knocked down, and he's given a look, I think, at that left hand, which has been beat up tonight.
Here's that play again. Shot goes up, and you can see Gallinari with that errant hand extended on JoJo's shoulder. JoJo gets to the floor. Actually, 2 guys on him with Ferguson.
Embiid had a dislocated finger, buddy taped to another finger by head athletic trainer Kevin Johnson in the first half.
Finals.
Harris hopping into a 3. Richardson off the miss by Ferguson. Sixers running.
Hey, the Heat look real good. I ain't gonna put it past them.
Horford and Harris the forwards.
Richardson makes the lay-in.
Josh manages to get to the goal again. Is 6 of 9 shooting for his 14 points.
Adams with the basketball gives up to Gilchrist Alexander. Gallinari shoots a 3. Got it.
Got to see the ball.
It's a 10-point game.
It's a loose ball that could have been the 76ers, but no defenders saw it when JoJo interceded.
15 of you in the building. Let's get those likes up.
Gallinari, their best 3-point shooter, his first of the basketball in 3 tries.
Because you don't see
gives
the ball,
up to
now
Simmons.
you give up a 3.
Simmons to Horford. Horford shoots a 3. Got it.
Al Horford joins the 3-point party.
71-58.
He has 7.
Chris Paul with the basketball gives up to Adams
from beyond in this game.
Foul on
ticky-tack foul right there.
Oh, but now for Ben Simmons, it is
that's his fourth.
The Sixers may make a move here.
Nice kick. Al spotted up in the corner. Defense late to him.
Yeah, absolutely, Damian.
Simmons with a parting word for the crew chief, Courtney Kirkland, but now he's got to sit with 4 personal fouls. So James Ennis in for him. That'll move Josh Richardson to the point.
Think it was warm and constructive, what he's saying?
You know,
all right, Gallinari inbounds it to Adams. Adams to Chris Paul. Paul uses the screen by Adams, shoots it, missed it. Schroeder gets the basketball.
Come on.
And Adams with the lay-in.
In there for Ferguson to feed.
Nice
Adams
effort.
Gets 2. The Sixers
that
lead.
Is the timeout. Sixers with 3 timeouts remaining in the second half. I do got to mute it for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the commercials are over and the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. I appreciate you guys all for being patient. I will be doing the Pistons and Cavaliers on Tuesday and on Thursday. They play a home and home. And then I will be trying to incorporate some college basketball as well as some more NBA teams on Wednesday and on Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday is NFL playoffs. We will be doing all 4 games. James Roman says the 76ers suck. As a Pistons fan, I definitely got to agree. Yeah, the Pistons hate the Celtics, hate the Lakers, and hate the Sixers. And that's just because they've always been a thorn in our side. And, I mean, as a fan, like a casual fan, it's a good matchup. But overall, yeah, we can't stand them. So definitely got to agree with you, James. Sad to say, Bulls suck too, says Damian. That is his team, and I can't disagree. The Pistons are in a situation with themselves as well. Do they, give up on the season? Or do they take yesterday's game and use it for their advantage on building towards the future? And the future starting today. Yesterday we did have a triple header with both both NFL playoff games, as well as the Lakers and the Pistons. That was a great game, folks. If you guys missed out, definitely go through my old streams and have some fun in there. All right, we will be resuming the game audio here very shortly. They got some copyright music stuff going on, so as soon as that's over, and we are back, folks.
Through sports, they're able to contribute to the safety of these kids, but also inspire them and make sure they have a great time tonight.
Richardson with the basketball.
Excellent stuff, Serena. We thank you so much for that. Here are the Sixers now.
Embiid to Tobias. Tobias missed the wide open lay-in. Alexander with the rebound, brought it up the court, drove it, and got fouled.
Alexander just doing his thing. And that's going to be the fourth personal foul on Tobias Harris. So
wow, 4 fouls on Harris now.
Right now,
Sixers
Brett Brown
are starting to get into foul trouble.
Simmons on the bench with 4, and Tobias Harris just picked up his 4th. And
Simmons and Harris both have 4 fouls.
Play because Adams.
Oh, he missed the first one.
Open in the transition.
The fans now hoping for Frosties as Gilgeous Alexander missed his first. And there goes Harris going to the bench. Rickon Korkmaz has come on. One more for Gilgeous Alexander.
All right.
It's a long shot for the fans.
Split
he is
pair.
81% free throw shooter.
Brings it up the court. Schroeder with full court pressure.
Back to the line at 54%.
Yes, possibilities abound when he's on the line.
Embiid shoots a 3. Missed it. Rebounded by Alexander. Brings it up the court.
Opportunity here for the Thunder. The Sixers minus a couple of starters.
And got the lay-in.
And trying to take advantage. Gilgeous Alexander. That was Adams who was knocked to the wood. Count the bucket and a foul.
Okay, and they did count the foul.
The culprit there for
That's why I went kind of quiet, because I was about to say they should have got the foul on Embiid.
Extending that right arm. Does Furkan get a piece? I don't know. Looks
no, the foul was on Embiid.
Anything, it's that right arm on the hip. Left arm looked like it was legal.
Well, they call the foul on Embiid as he knocked Adams to the floor, and Adams will go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play.
Well, if you're Brett Brown, you got to talk about it.
He knocked Steven Adams down.
Foul than Joel, especially if he didn't cause it.
Yep.
All right.
Well, that's his 3rd.
And Adams got the and one.
Okay, so even the House PA got it wrong, but the foul on Joel Embiid because he threw him down, not because of the drive.
All right, Richardson to Embiid. Embiid into Horford. Horford gets the turnaround hook.
Embiid feeding Al Horford in the post.
Chris Paul brings it up.
Al giving himself the best opportunity to succeed by getting that deep post up, doing the work early.
An offensive foul.
Run, but the offensive foul called here against Oklahoma City.
See Chris Paul like this that often, making mental mistakes. There's the high-low.
What is Chris Paul doing?
Gallinari as a defender. Chris Paul with another turnover, Mark.
Yep. That is his third.
All right, Richardson to Embiid.
And personal fouls.
I would have bet against
Korkmaz.
that, getting another one, but
To Horford.
Horford, who made
To
that
Richardson.
quick move earlier
Back to Embiid.
in this game.
To Richardson.
Richardson stepping in.
Richardson.
It's been a good night
With the jumper.
for Edmond,
What's going on,
Oklahoma's
gang music?
Josh Richardson, 7 of 10 for 16 points. Edmond, not too far from downtown Oklahoma City. By the way, the 5th assist of the game for Embiid on the play. And the Sixers
Says OKC
have it
win.
back.
I bet
Warding
money
off
on
what
OKC.
looked to be an
That's
Oklahoma
what's
City
up.
run, leading by 11.
had out for a split second. They see the advantage with Gallinari on him, but look how far out he is now.
Appreciate that, Brady.
Different shot.
Horford with the turnaround jumper.
I'm not sure if it has something to do
Johnson
with his finger
says
or
Shy
not, but
is so
allowing
nice.
Horford
Can't
while
believe
they're in
the
the
haul we
game
got for
to get the ball in the
PG-13.
post.
Well, Al had voiced his opinion last week about just adjusting and how at times can be difficult.
Oh, Schroeder with the
better.
wide open three. Brings it to a 10-point
Finding a way
deficit.
now by getting into the post.
Dennis Schroeder, his first three. 14 in the game for him.
Richardson to Embiid.
Again, Embiid once
To
Gallinari,
Horford.
and here they go.
Turned the ball over.
Comes
Gallinari
up
with the
a loose
steal.
ball as Horford turns it over.
Reverse pivot, so if you're going to bring the ball in front of the defender, you have to be strong with it. Gallinari just
That's
took
up
it
to
from
the
him.
ball handler.
By the way, I should mention here, Horford an excellent assist-to-turnover ratio. It's 4-1.
Oh, an alley-oop
Gallinari,
finished
the
by
guy who finished
Steven
Steve
Adams. Assisted by Gallinari.
Emphatic roll there. You got to want to stop that.
Horford turns the ball
Trying to get
over,
that to
looking for Richardson.
Sixers give it up for the 8th time to 10 Thunder turnovers.
See how quickly
Schroeder.
Chris Paul inbounded that, threw it to the officials,
To
so he could get
Adams.
it back and get it inbound
Gallinari.
quickly, trying to get the 76ers off
Who
guard.
shoots a three, got the foul.
By Gallinari.
Gallinari
Horford
goes to the free
foul
throw line
him.
for three.
We're thinking 2 at the line for Gallinari.
The
Nice
two-man
way to be
game. You see
aggressive.
Gallinari getting it to Steven Adams. Defenders Joel and Al unable to stop him.
Colin Horford just his first. The
It's an
Sixers in the
8-point
penalty.
game with the chance
Delaware
for
Blue Coats
3
offering a
free
Chick-fil-A
throws.
family 4-pack. It's a great value. 4 tickets, 4 chicken sandwiches, 4 waffle fries, and 4
Missed the
soft drinks.
first.
Just $49, period.
Come on, Gallinari. Breathe,
Sixers.com/Blue
foul
Coats or
through,
call
make it.
302-504-7587.
Gets the second. Cuts it down to
It is
7.
3 at the line for Gallinari. Mike Scott, first time in the second half for him. Right now on NBC Sports Philadelphia Plus, it's NB.
Whoop. There is some copyrighted music. I do got to mute it for. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the audio.
Sports
All
Betcast
right, we are
happening
back.
right now over on NBC Sports Philadelphia
All right,
Plus.
Gallinari got the second.
Gallinari,
It's a
excellent free throw
6-point
shooter.
game.
He's 9th best
Richardson.
in the NBA, but he's not the best on his team. Chris Paul is. He is 7th best.
Drives it.
Richardson taking
Missed
on
the
all
lay-in.
covers, including Gallinari. It spills off.
Chris Paul to Schroeder.
Schroeder and CP3 on the floor at the
To
same
Gallinari.
Gallinari had the advantage on
Foul
Ennis,
on
who
Ennis.
fouls him. So
Gallinari goes to the
Danilo
free throw line
Gallinari
for
going
2.
back to the line, and this is what Oklahoma City did to the Sixers in OKC. They got to the line a lot, and that was the difference in the game.
That's a hook right there. Gallinari on James Ennis. The foul might have happened before or after, but that was a hook.
So with Ben Simmons, would also include Tobias Harris.
Got the first.
Oklahoma City
Cuts
making
it
a
to
push
5.
now. It's a 14-6 run. Like the
77,
first time in the
72.
second half.
4:54 left in the third.
Chris Paul will see the point guard duties to Dennis Schroeder. Gallinari 26 to lead.
And he got 'em both.
Oklahoma City against the Sixers back in mid-November. He also came over in that
It's a
trade
4-point
for
game.
Paul
Richardson
George
brings
with
it up
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
to Mike Scott.
First round
Scott
pick.
drives it. Got fouled.
Mike Scott is fouled in the act of shooting. by Mike Muscala. And Scott now will go to the line looking for his first points.
Well, no secret how he struggled to shoot the basketball, and you can see the foul there on the drive. You love the aggressiveness because the aggressiveness gets him to the line. Hopefully now he can knock down a few, see the ball go through the hoop, have his confidence grow.
Mike Scott makes the
See
first.
Scott get to the line. Doesn't get there often. In fact, 2/3 of his shots on the season coming from beyond the arc.
And he gets them both. Brings the lead back up to 6.
Up 6 under 5 to play here in the third.
Alexander brings it up.
His free throws interrupting a 9-0 Thunder run. Gallinari for 3.
Gallinari hits it for 3.
And now the rest of his game
It's a 3-point game.
Now you're starting to see who my way exactly, right? Once you see the ball start going through the hoop, things just are different. It's your mind. And the mind controls the body. Unfortunately, at times you've got to work on the mind to have your body at peak.
Into Horford.
Muscala in there to deal with
Shoots
Horford, who gets it
it.
done. Al Horford, one of his better offensive performances in a while. 6 of 9 for his 13 points, and the Sixers up 5. Mike Scott attached to
Gallinari to Dallo.
Turning of the corner. That's a charge.
Yep.
Dallo with an offensive foul.
Hamidou Diallo.
Diallo a little out of control, the youngster. He doesn't like the call, but nonetheless, watch Furkan moving his feet, hold his ground. That is most definitely a charge. Shoulder down from Diallo just to make sure.
Workmaz, another thing he's done well this year is take charges.
To Ennis.
Horford
Down
right
to
now
Horford.
becoming the focus of the Sixers offense.
Ooh, go up, had to.
Korkmaz for 3. Look at Ennis in the mix, keeping it alive. Well done.
Mike
Tracked down
Scott
by Scott.
gets the loose ball.
Ennis for Scott.
Missed
Horford
it.
bursting in. But here come the Thunder in a 5-point game.
Alexander with the and one.
And a foul, one more at the line. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I'll tell you what,
81-78,
James Ennis exerting a lot of energy
3:15.
going for those offensive rebounds. Looks a little tuckered out there. And he will have the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander in transition. You see how he's trying to shed a defender with that off arm, strong enough, adept enough with the
Davey
left.
says Sixers are slacking.
Ben Simmons is back. Remember, he's got 4 personal fouls. Tobias Harris still on the bench with 4.
Missed it. Adams got the rebound. Schroeder gets fouled for 3 free throws.
Bench, and now we have another foul with a Thunder player attempting a 3. Josh Richardson is guilty, and 3 at the line for Dennis Schroeder.
Josh Richardson
For the Thunder going to the line a lot here in the third
with
quarter.
the foul.
There's that exchange, a 2-man game, head hunting
All
by
right,
Steven
OKC.
Adams.
I
don't
see
know
you
about
guys.
that.
Let's go.
I don't know about that. But nonetheless, Schroeder trying to get 3.
Schroeder makes the first.
Free throw, the quarter. Total of
Cuts it
20
down to 2.
for Oklahoma City in the game.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Seems to have pulled that right arm out. He was trying to go for the steal, poking with that right arm, but he pulled back when he elevated. I don't get it.
Oh, misses the second. Oh, they call the
Only
comment.
2 at the
What?
line for Schroeder. So as the dust settles, the Sixer lead is down to 2, as large as 14. Under 3 to play in the third.
Richardson.
The Thunder energized now on the defensive end of the floor, though Richardson is able to get inside.
Makes it.
For the left hand. Fine performance by Josh Richardson tonight. He's got 18.
Alexander
and that
with
makes him high man of the game.
He hesitated on that
To
drive. I
Adams.
was like, just keep going, keep going. He read the same thing and just kept going.
Nice
Easy
pass.
Well, the back door was
Dalio
open that time.
missed
They converge enough on Diallo.
Korkmaz with the rebound.
Him.
Richardson brings
Furkan,
it up.
give him credit. Got beat on the back door, but was able to recover.
Simmons has a mismatch in Schroeder, and they got it to him, but don't count the dunk.
No basket. Simmons is in the game with 4 fouls.
We also have a timeout. We'll be back.
All right, there is a timeout, so I do have to mute the game audio. Shout out to the 33 of you in the building. Let's get those likes up. After the copyright music and commercials are over, I do resume the game audio. What's going on, Blake Stevenson? Says I bet 76ers win and OKC +8. Definitely got ourselves a good game, folks. What's going on, MonStar? Says welcome everyone. Smash the thumbs up button. Appreciate that, MonStar. If you guys are not subscribed to MonStar Sports and Entertainment, they are our newest member of the TSMN Entertainment Division. They bring great content, him and MonStar Molly. So definitely subscribe over there as well. Tomorrow we'll be doing my Detroit Pistons versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Wednesday I'll be looking for either college basketball or NBA basketball. Thursday I will be doing again the Pistons and the Cavaliers. Friday I'll be looking again for the the either college game or NBA game, depending on what time I get out of work on Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'll be doing the NFL divisional round of the playoffs. What's going on? Jeffrey Whitson says SGA is my hero. Yeah, I will definitely say I like the game of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's definitely been aggressive in this game, and I enjoy that. But this is what I do. I do Pistons games and my home teams. I also do enjoy Arizona teams, but if neither of them are playing and I want to do a different game, say like the Oklahoma City Thunder and Philadelphia, I have no problem doing those. But we're definitely going to have some fun, folks. Oh, snap. Molly is going to be doing her first ever NBA. Spurs and Grizzlies. All right.
Ben Simmons.
All right, Ben Simmons makes the
Fouled
first.
moments ago by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, his first. Billy Donovan, who was the coach at the University of Florida, winning
Makes
a couple
the second.
of championships when Al
85-79, 2:13 remaining in the third.
He's played well tonight. In the meantime, Ben Simmons, let me mention,
Chris
5 of
Paul
6
with the
from the
basketball,
strike.
brings it up.
The Sixers 10 of 12. Their lead at 6.
Steven
More than
Adams.
2 minutes to go here in the third.
Corey Brewer and Joakim Noah
Shoots
on
it
that,
over
I should say.
Embiid, missed it, rebounded by
Both
Simmons.
of those guys on that 2006 and 2007 championship team.
Hey, you're talking about two big guys who played together.
Well, and Corey
Trey
Brewer
Burke
played here, wore a 76er
Embiid.
uniform for a hot minute.
Misses it. Chris Paul with a rebound, brings it up the court.
Love his dad, Yannick Noah.
Drives it.
Joe Kim resembles him a lot.
Great tennis player.
Gives it up to Schroeder.
French Open champion.
Trey Burke on the floor for the first
Chris
time for
Paul,
the Sixers.
back to Schroeder. Schroeder shoots the
Schroeder
three,
set up by
misses it.
Paul.
Rebounded by Adams. Adams
His offensive rebounding
gets
prowess.
it
That
with
one's
the
been
tip
twice
in.
for
All
Steven
right.
Adams, who has himself a double-double
Love
tonight.
the second effort.
More rebounds, more physical presence inside. He's a handful.
17 and 11 for Steven Adams.
All right, Trey Burke with the basketball. Shoots a three.
Burke for three.
Gets it.
Trey Burke, we mentioned, in limited action, an excellent three-point shooter
It's a
this year.
7-point game.
He is 2 for 2, and the Sixers 10 of 19.
Chris Paul.
End of shot clock. What he brings to the table.
Gets it over Embiid.
Paul into double figures
83.
with 11. He averages just over 16.
This is his time.
Simmons with the basketball, brought it up
We
the court.
talked about how at the beginning he lets his teammates
Gives
get
up to Trey
involved,
Burke.
and get a good rhythm going. Then
Trey
he
Burke
exploits
drives
it by
it,
taking over.
gets the easy lay-in.
Just leaving Schroeder in the dust. Trey
Nobody helped out on
10
that
points
play.
now off the bench. Hasn't missed a shot. 4 for 4 overall. The Sixers by 7. And a little more than 11 seconds separating the clocks.
Chris Paul shoots the 3. Got it.
He can still play. He's going to be 35 in May. Chris Paul.
Philly with a 4-point advantage.
Part of his
27.4
approach
seconds
is that he
remaining
doesn't
in the
want,
third.
he wants to save it for the fourth quarter. So what he's done now is piecemeal, give it
Simmons.
to his teammates, let them get going. He
About
observes,
a
see who
3-second
has it
difference.
going, and then in the fourth quarter,
Shot
that's who
clock
he
and game
incorporates
clock.
into his offense. With him, of course, at the
It's
helm.
up to Trey Burke.
It's smart enough to give his team possibly a final look here as Burke interrupted en route to the hoop. Scott trying to chase it down. The players lobbying.
Wow,
The
they
Sixers will
said
get it
out of
here.
bounds off the
The shot clock
Sixers.
unplugged.
Chris Paul saying the baseline official probably has it differently. They converse and agree. Sixer ball still.
All right, Trey Burke sets it inbound.
Tough place to throw
It's
it in,
up
but
to
there is
Embiid.
Embiid.
Embiid
Over
shoots
Adams.
it, misses it, rebounded by Schroeder.
And that'll do
That's the end of 3, folks. I do got to mute it for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. And when we come back, we'll be into the money quarter, the fourth quarter. Dwayne Boatwright says last night it was Andre Drummond who had tired legs in the fourth quarter. Tonight is Joel Embiid in the third quarter. But real talk, shout out to the Pistons last night. They were in LA at Big Brother's house at the Lakers and only lost by 7. And in the third quarter, at the end of 3, took the lead over. After starting the game 15-2. You know, if we wasn't banged up, we didn't have a one-legged Blake Griffin who's now considering season-ending knee surgery. You know, we might have been able to pop the Lakers in LA. I have the Clippers coming out of the West. But I could definitely see either the Milwaukee Bucks coming out of the East or the what do you call it? Miami Heat, possibly the Philadelphia 76ers, or possibly even the Boston Celtics, you know. I think the East has really good matchups. But tomorrow we will be on for some Pistons basketball. I am going to look hard for some college basketball or NBA basketball on Wednesday and Friday. So we'll have some diversity. I will be your home for March Madness, as well as the NBA playoffs and finals. And I'll be doing every single NFL playoff game, including the Super Bowl and next week's LSU Clemson championship game. All right, we're going to be starting off the fourth quarter here shortly. They got some copyright music I do have it mute for. As soon as that's over, we'll be ready. All right, we are back, folks.
Mark. Sixers getting out rebounded, 12 offensive rebounds to 5 for the Thunder.
Dalio gives up to Schroeder. Schroeder gives up to Chris Paul. Back to Dalio. Shoots it, missed it, rebounded by
Serena
Simmons.
Winters and Ala Abdenabi marks him up. Here at Wells Fargo Center.
Simmons
First
to
of a
Harris,
two-game
to
homestand.
Embiid, back to Harris.
Sixers aching to break a 4-game losing streak. They
Gives
played
up
the
to
front
Embiid.
runners For the most part in this game, after a bunch of lead exchanges early, Ben Simmons is decked and a foul.
Diallo
trying to be
with the
physical,
foul.
trying to pull the chair out from underneath Ben. Problem was he pulled on Ben's jersey right in front of the official along the baseline, an obvious call.
Sixers right now are running Ben Simmons and Trey Burke together. Joel Embiid in the middle. James Ennis, Tobias Harris, the forwards. Harris had to sit
Tobias
for a while
with
with his 4
basketball.
personal fouls. He's got the hot potato here, being covered by the rookie Baisley, the 19-year-old.
And that's an offensive foul.
Sent to the
Tobias
wood, and with an
Harris
offensive foul
with
on
5
Tobias Harris,
fouls.
and that'll be his 5th.
Obvious. You can see how the defender was holding his ground, and Tobias, watch it again, holds his ground right there, and then you can see leads with the elbow, gets a piece of the defender, Baisley. The officials seeing that, concurring, and we're heading the other way.
Chris Paul shoots it, makes it.
In the meantime,
It's a
Chris
2-point
Paul moving the Thunder
Sixers
forward.
lead. Simmons
16
with the basketball,
for him.
brings it
It's
up
a
the
2-point
court,
game, and
gives
now
it
your
up to
second leading
Embiid.
scorer on the season, Tobias Harris,
Embiid to Burke.
has to take a break.
Well, and this is Chris Paul time. It's what happened in OKC. Whether he scores or gets his teammates
turn the
involved,
ball
he's making
over.
all the decisions.
Oklahoma City, their last lead, 44-43, with 5 and change to go in the second.
There's Paul, and you can see as he wants to get to the elbow, shooting over
Oh,
the
they said it was
outstretched arm
tip.
to Joel.
So this Sixers ball. Embiid
in deep.
with the
Nice
turnaround
delivery by
lay-in.
Trey Burke, his first assist.
Well, they switched, and they saw Schroeder on him, so he's like mouse in the house. I got to get the ball.
What's going on, Clay? Appreciate you for coming out.
James Ennis called for the foul.
Watch JoJo here. The
I
switch,
do not know what you
Schroeder
said.
on him. Complete mismatch. Gets it up before Adams can get back into play.
Embiid with a dozen, 5 of 13
All right,
from the
Chris
floor.
Paul.
Nicely
Oh,
done by
to
Paul
Dalio.
to the elevating Hamidou Diallo.
And he goes
Let's
along
go
the baseline
on the
with
alley-oop
away
finish.
from the action up top, and defenders just forgot about him. Chris Paul did not, however.
All right, Embiid with the basketball.
Embiid against Adams.
Misses it.
Now
Rebounded
an
by Chris
opportunity
Paul.
for the Thunder to tie or take the lead with a 3.
Adams loving the JoJo jump shots.
And it's
Foul on
Schroeder.
Ennis.
Boy, I'll tell you what, the Thunder, with the likes of Paul, Gilgeous-Alexander,
Looking to
and Schroeder,
tie
the way
this
they
ball
attack,
game
they
up
are
from the
tough
free
to
throw
cover
line, folks.
Off the dribble.
Dennis
Talk about it all the
Schroeder to the
time.
free throw line.
Got to have the discipline defensively to not foul. You're going to move your feet with the quickness, and you don't want to reach. You just want to stay with your man. That is hard. Not everyone can master that. Hence the free
Ooh,
throw.
in and out.
Now they will
Come
yell
on,
and scream
Schroeder.
for Schroeder to miss here for Frosties as Josh Richardson, a valuable contributor tonight in there for James Ennis. Here is Schroeder, the 83% free throw shooter, to take one more.
And he misses it.
Oh, how about Steven Adams coming down with a miss, however, and we have a Sixer foul. That's the second time Adams
Nice.
tonight has come down with a missed free
76ers
throw.
with a foul.
Just when you're about to have some fun and exult a little, enjoy, Adams comes and ruins
Side
everything.
out.
Got to block out. Those
Man,
are
I
the kind
thought
of things
OKC game
that
was a
give
late
coaches
game.
gray hairs.
Missed
Got to
almost
block
all of
out on
it.
free throws.
P.S. Josh Richardson, his 4th. Now a call here against Oklahoma City.
I believe it was Ferguson. With the
Ferguson,
moving
what are
screen.
you doing? You had a chance to have your team tie the
About Chris
ball game
Paul.
up or go up by 1.
Okay, we'll take it.
Yep. By the way, Adams,
All right, Simmons with the basketball
13 rebounds, 6 off the offensive glass
Embiid.
in this game.
to Richardson. Back to
Embiid
Embiid.
against Adams again. Got it done. A tough 2.
Got the
for Joel to
turnaround.
Give him 14. The Sixers are up 4.
That's the deepest post-up JoJo's gotten. You can see how effective it is. Adams left with no options defensively.
Stevens.
Another whistle. Another call here against a Sixer. This one will be on Embiid, and that is his 4th.
All right, Embiid got 4
Sixers right now
fouls.
playing with some fire.
And you can see Joel with the post-up. getting that deep position. And Adams again unable to do anything.
Ennis, Embiid, Simmons, and
right
Richardson
Brown, the foul
all have 4.
Of some
Tobias
players.
has 5
Adams,
fouls for the
way,
Sixers.
Has 19
and
points
Adams
in the game.
made
That's 3 away from tying a season high.
The
and already
floater.
the Sixers are at the team foul limit.
Richardson shoots it in and out. Rebounded by Ferguson.
Again, the Thunder can tie or go ahead with a 3.
Nice rebound from Baisley that
Schroeder.
time. You can see how they're just blocking
Shoots
out and
it.
each other out of the play.
Misses it. Rebounded by
Peripheral
Embiid.
guys getting the rebounds.
Speaking of which, the Sixers being out-rebounded by 11. Simmons working it with Embiid. Got it done. Ben Simmons.
Hits the floater.
3 assists shy of a triple-double. There's Adams leaking again. The Sixers catching up with him en masse.
Trey Burke with a
Now
foul.
the Sixers are in the penalty, with only 3 and change gone here in the 4th. That'll be Mike Scott on the personal, his first.
Correction, Mike Scott.
That's what we were talking about earlier.
OKC is in the foul.
It's a little
Is in
two-man
the
game. We've
bonus.
seen the 76ers start games with this.
So
Nice
it's 2 free
effective
throws from
move.
here on out.
Ben on the move.
Al Horford's going to come back. He'll replace Embiid, who sits with 14, 7, and 5 assists. Adams, his 5th and 6th free throws. Again, 54% from the line for the season.
Got the first. Cuts the lead, cuts the deficit to 3.
Oklahoma City right now with twice the free throws of the Sixers, 24-12, and 1 more for Adams, looking at his 21st point.
Misses it. Rebounded by Simmons.
Sixers by 3, and a long way to go. Simmons taking on all comers. It's
Simmons with the missed lay-in. Rebounded by Ferguson.
Thunder can tie
Chris
with a
Paul
3.
brings it up. Shoots
Paul
a
to the
3.
And Horford went over the back.
Over
of
the
Adams.
back foul. That's 2 free
And
throws.
only his 2nd, but again, more free throws for Oklahoma City.
Because Adams has a
What's going on, Arthur?
limited role. He knows he's in there to rebound. Shot goes up. He is so quick at
Gang
seeking
music
out
says,
the body.
"Please,
He makes
OKC
the initial
win."
contact, and it's left for Al to try to get back into play. That's where the foul comes in.
Makes the first. Cuts the deficit to 2.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in there to give Chris Paul a rest.
The adage is if you're first to bang, the advantage goes to you. Adams, always the first to bang.
And makes them both. It's a 1
He
point.
shot free throws well
Sixers
in this game,
lead.
at least for him, 6 of 8. He's got 22 points. That matches a season high. His career high,
Simmons.
27.
22 points that you're
To
not counting
Richardson,
on coming
to
into this game.
Horford,
That basically
back
is
to
offensive
Richardson.
gravy.
Do tell, you're absolutely right.
Back to Horford.
Burke
Trey
stepping
Burke.
in and stroking
And Trey
two.
Burke with the
Give it to
jumper.
Trey Burke, who's 5 for 6. He's got a dozen off the
A
bench.
timeout by
The
Oklahoma
Sixers
City.
by 3.
We got 8:03 remaining. Sixers by 3, 98-95. I do have to mute the game audio for copyright music and commercials as soon as the game resumes. I do resume the audio. Appreciate you guys all for being so patient. Tomorrow I will be doing some Pistons basketball. That is my home team. And we will be doing that on Thursday as well. Wednesday and Friday, I will either be doing some college basketball or NBA basketball. And then this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I'll be doing all 4 NFL playoff games on Monday of next week. I will be doing the national title game. So we are definitely going to be having some fun on this channel, folks. I do appreciate each and every single one of you guys for rocking with me. And this is definitely a good game, folks. So for the next 8 and change, Oklahoma City shoots free throws on every single Sixers foul. I'm not too sure. West Branch ball. We can leave it in the chat. Who do you guys think will win, North Dakota State or James Madison? Also leave it in the chat who you guys got, Oklahoma City or Philly.
Telling you the first thing that he said in his pregame press conference that worried him about this OKC team, the free throw discrepancy with opponents, and that is something that is certainly haunting this team from start to finish. This is an OKC team that knows how to draw fouls, knows how to get to the line, and we are definitely seeing it here tonight.
Well, Serena, I would imagine he checked the box score the last time
I sure brings it up.
41 to 22 free throw disparity in favor of the Thunder. That's essentially how they won the game. Here they are now out of the timeout.
Schroeder
will tie it for them. Mike Scott
out.
has to deal with Dennis Schroeder. That
Turns
can't
around,
be easy.
gets a wide open lay-in.
On a dime and
it's a
takes him all the way to the
1-point
cup
lead.
for 2 of the 17.
Again, so quick, does a great job of changing speeds, lulling the defender to sleep
that,
and
Art.
the blow by.
Burks to Richardson, back to Burks.
Richardson lost it
and
out of
turned
bounds.
the ball over. Oklahoma City basketball.
Just the 9th Sixer turnover to 12 for OKC, and they look to go in front. Chris Paul resting right now. You know he's coming back. Baisley, the 19-year-old, gets some fourth quarter minutes. Mike Scott knocks it back at him. Here are the Sixers holding just a 1-point lead. Trying to break a 4-game losing streak. They haven't won since they beat Milwaukee soundly here on Christmas. Scott for
Mike
three.
Scott for three.
For Mike Scott.
What's going on? 140.
Sign for him, a guy who struggled. Always nice to come back home, get better.
Scott getting fourth quarter minutes with
rebounded
Tobias
by
Harris
Horford.
on the bench with
Simmons
5 personal
brings it up.
fouls.
Gives up to Horford. Horford shoots the
There it
three.
is.
Hits the front of the iron.
Simmons
Rebounded by Simmons. To Trey Burke, wide open. Hits the rim.
Sixers holding 4 as we approach the halfway point of this final quarter. Gilgeous Alexander. Boy,
Alexander with the
great
lay-in.
change of pace. The drive on Ben Simmons, 2 of his 12. He averages nearly 20. And the Sixer lead is down to a deuce.
Keeps his dribble alive. For a young guy, that leaves up options for him. Ben with the spacing, unable to get any defenders to help.
Horford has Muscala. Schroeder thinking about the double.
There's a foul.
And wait a second, we
Foul's
have a foul
on the ground.
floor. It's going to be on Terrence Ferguson, who came out of nowhere to double up on Horford.
If a running back did that, that would be an impressive block and pass coverage. Look at this. Man, I don't even, was he playing the ball? Who is he playing? Nonetheless, Al's okay. Wow. Chipping from the backfield.
For Ferguson, it's his third.
All right, Trey Burke.
OKC still with some key
Scott.
fouls to play with. As
Scott hits the three.
Mike Scott, and we've known about his struggles, but so far so good in this one. His second three, he's got 8 off the bench.
It's a 5-point game.
The Sixer lead expands to 5. Gallinari, who has returned.
To Schroeder.
Schroeder again.
Schroeder gets a lay-in.
19 for Schroeder.
See that English he had on that too? That was some nasty English after the release.
Burke tried to force feed it to
bounds off
Simmons.
of OKC.
Knocked
What's
away
going on,
out of
Mr.
bounds.
Dye?
Sixers will keep it here with
Says
16 to
Tiff.
shoot.
Watch this, the dribble drive, and then the spin with the rim protection up and in, Mr. Schroeder. We'll be back with more.
All right, they're going to go to commercial, so I do have to mute the game audio. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the audio. I do appreciate each and every single person. If you enjoy basketball, doesn't matter if it's the Detroit Pistons, which is my team, or not. I do all sorts of games, including college basketball. And I also do the NFL and college football. So you know I am definitely going to be doing all the playoff games, including the Super Bowl. I'll be doing next week's national title game, LSU and Clemson. I'll be your home for March Madness and all season long for the NBA. Jonathan Linkford says Schroeder easily the sixth man. Ote. Noel is nice. Odd the bench too. Rado, what's going on? Hopefully I said your name properly. If not, I'm terribly sorry. Says W for OKC. West Branch Ball says, who is Michigan head coach? Some random guy I never heard. Really? You heard of Juwan Howard. He is an NBA champion. He is a Fab 5 member. Who's Tom Izzo? I never heard of him. Come on now. Jonathan Langford says sixth man of the year. Ryan Brun says, I have OKC +7. Rado says CP3 hit the 3. Jonathan Langford says easy money. Rado says just kidding. Vine says thunder up, baby. All right, we're going to be getting ready to kick this bad boy back with the game audio. They got some copyrighted music going on right now. Nico says Sixers. All right, we are back, folks.
Meantime, the coach's challenge issued
on?
by Billy Donovan is successful, so the call on the floor is overturned. And Oklahoma City will get a valued possession here. Still
5:22 remaining in the fourth.
3 will tie it for them.
Down 3 with the ball.
They haven't led since
Schroeder
5 and change.
To Gallinari shoots the 3.
Misses the 3.
Come
rebound
on.
to Ben Simmons. That is his 13th rebound. It ties a season high.
No cross screen underneath between
Richardson
the guards.
to Horford.
Horford, who's had an opportunity to work in the
Out of
post
bounds,
tonight.
off
Sixers will keep it here with 9 to shoot. Even at times
1.4
with Joel Embiid on the floor with
for
him.
Kyle Kuzma. Absolutely.
Big on that double team, deflecting the pass from Al. Al 6'10", Schroeder much smaller.
What's going on, Jack?
He was a presence defensively because he came over big.
Carter Nichols
Embiid is
says,
back in for Mike Scott. Scott,
I
a good
have
job
Sixers
with a couple
by
of
7.
threes. Again, Tobias Harris on the bench with 5 personals. 3 on the way from Richardson.
All right, rebounded by Alexander. Brings it up the court.
Sixers holding 3 under 5 to play in the fourth.
Richardson with the
off the
rebound.
miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Simmons brings it up.
And Chris Paul about to come back and try to put his imprint on this game here
Richardson.
in crunch time.
Wonder what he and Brett Brown were just talking about there. Tracking smiles, both of them.
To Embiid.
Embiid, 2
Embiid
to shoot.
shoots it.
Got it off.
Hits it.
Timely 2 for
From the
Joel.
key.
16 of the game for him. Sixers by 5.
Gallinari shoots a three, gets it.
And Danilo Gallinari, his third
and it's a 2-point game.
He's their best at 39%. Makes it a 2-point game. 3:58 to play here in the fourth.
All right, I do got to mute it. OKC took a timeout. They have one remaining. Philadelphia has 3 timeouts. It's a 2-point Philadelphia lead, 106-104. And we got 3:58 remaining, folks. I do have to mute the game audio for copyright music and commercials. As soon as it resumes, I do resume the game audio. Appreciate you guys for being patient. Jonathan Langford says Simmons is a bum. CP3 coming in, closing time. Carter says you are the only person that is good at live streaming NBA games. I appreciate that, Carter. Yeah, I do this all year long, man. And I also do NFL playoff games, and I did the season. I am going to be doing the national title college game as well, so we're going to have fun. What's going on, Greg Horton? Says Thunder up. AT says, where's JJ Redick playing? I know he's out. I believe he's out west. Or no, he's on, I believe he's on Atlanta. Yep, that's right. I appreciate that, Carter.
Going with
the
second
New Orleans
score on the season, albeit with 5 personal fouls, as the Sixers have it out of the timeout.
What's going on, Zeppelin King?
And Chris Paul is officially back. Richardson got it. As if on
Richardson got the jumper
to pace the Sixers, who lead
so it's 108-104.
The ball went for a little walk, came back. The defense
all right, Chris Paul with the basketball.
Squared, nice shot.
Paul and
Gallinari gives up to Dalio.
Running the pick and roll. Gallinari's case, a lot of pick and
gives
popping
up to
with
Schroeder.
His outside shooting ability.
Schroeder drives it, steps back, shoots it, got it.
Slippery Schroeder, that's not easy. 21.
It's a 2-point game.
Able to gather himself and elevate, shed Tobias.
What's going on, Simon?
They got the switch they wanted. Toby on the quicker Schroeder, able to take advantage.
All right, Embiid to Richardson.
Richardson now with Schroeder on him. He won't
to
bite.
Embiid
4 to shoot against
Embiid
Adams.
shoots from the elbow, misses it.
Simmons in the mix, broken
oh
free.
my goodness, come on. You guys got to be all 5 to the ball, OKC.
A season high.
JoJo had room to drive Adams. That's something he hasn't done yet.
Simmons,
the show and go on Adams. Embiid keeping it alive. He batted it into the backcourt. You can do that, but he batted it out of bounds.
Out of bounds off of Embiid.
You certainly understand what
down
JoJo
by
is trying to do.
Oklahoma City's basket. So that's going to help him score
just a little heavy-handed
with
there.
a full 24.
Well, the former volleyball player there was going for the spike.
What's going on, Bobby Bowling?
All right, Sixers in need of a stop.
Mr.
2.5
Hebrew
to play.
Hummer?
They're holding 2.
Or Hammer?
Schroeder for the tie.
Oh,
Rebound
come on,
Simmons,
Schroeder.
Season high is 15th rebound.
Simmons brings it up. Richardson shoots the 3, misses it.
Simmons again
rebounded by Horford.
Ben Simmons, a magnificent job.
Tobias Harris with the jam.
Harris who slams for 2.
Ben cleared the lane, and that's what allowed.
All right, 2 minutes remaining in the fourth. Chris Paul.
Paul and Horford trying to deal with
backs it out of the paint.
Chris Paul
from the key, misses it. Out of bounds off of Philadelphia. OKC basketball.
14 to shoot.
Down 4, 14 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
There's a little action earlier. Shot goes up. You see Ben saving it. Back out to Al. We're resetting. Ben
just letting you guys know, I will be doing March Madness. I will be your home for March Madness, as well as the NBA playoffs all season long and the finals. I will be doing every single NFL playoff game.
Brown here in the guts of the game.
And I will be also doing the national title game next week. Trying to get the ball
back for his team. Take a timeout.
Is a timeout. 152 remaining. All right, they are reviewing, making sure everything's in order. So I do got to mute it for the timeout. As soon as the game resumes, I will resume the game audio. Appreciate the 98 in the building. You guys are awesome. Let me know who you guys got. Put hashtag Thunder Up or hashtag Sixers. Mr. Hebrew Hammer says hashtag over. 218. Elvin says Thunder Up. J7E says hashtag Sixers. Swede Ahmed says Bucks are crazy good. Carter says Sixers up. Big Bolus says Thunder Up. Zeppelin King says Thunder Up. Jonathan says Thunder Up. Nicholas says Sixers up. Ryan says Thunder by 7. Money. That's what's up, Art. Keep doing those Lakers before and after pre and post game shows.
Back at Wells Fargo Center, you might be able to tell the challenge from Brett Brown unsuccessful. They ruled Ben Simmons hit it last, and Oklahoma City will get another possession with 14 to shoot. The Sixer lead at 4.
To Gallinari. Gallinari shoots the 3. Hits the back iron, rebounded by Embiid.
Joel. A big rebound for the Sixers, who hold 4.
Richardson
and
brings it up.
95 seconds to play. The hoop here would be gigantic. Simmons
gets the lay-in. It's a 6-point game. 2-possession ball game, folks. 1:25 remaining in the fourth. Chris Paul. Oh, Adams overpowered the putback jam.
Interference on Adams anyway.
And it would have been a basket interference as well.
By the way, we are told that that was not officially a challenge for Brett Brown. That's important because he still has one left. It was simply a replay from the officials, which you can do with under 2 minutes to go on an out-of-bounds play. Richardson
with the basketball. Screen by Embiid. Richardson drives it. Blocked by Adams. Tobias shoots a 3, and he hits it. $115-106, folks. Philly with the lead. 55.4 left in the fourth.
7 unanswered points to suddenly lead.
All right. There is copyright music and commercials. Oklahoma City took a timeout. They got 1 remaining. Philadelphia has 2 remaining. So during that time, I do have to mute the game audio. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. What's going on? Paul Lopez says, come on, Philly. Blake Stevenson says, ouch. J7E says, Ben Simmons. Nicholas Carter Nicholas says, or Carter Nichols, I'm sorry, says, let's go. Nico says, let's go. Carter says, I'm shaking. Louis says, Philly unite. Zeppelin says, how was the Sixers doing this? GPS Sports says, come on. OKC Thunder, come on. Horford's game is real good with Philly. All right, we are back,
By the
folks.
way, on that last Tobias Harris three,
Alexander inbounding, gives it up to Chris Paul.
Embiid, a veritable must-score situation now for Oklahoma City out of the timeout.
Chris Paul shoots a three, misses it.
They dodge one there as he misses the three, but we have a Sixer foul. If it's on
Sixers
Tobias
foul.
Harris, he's gone.
And you see Josh volunteering for it.
Oh, Tobias Harris.
The Sixers
got
were
his
in the
sixth
penalty
foul.
with
He is
8:25
done.
to go in this quarter. They did not commit a personal foul from that point until this point, and that's really one of the big stats of the game.
Defensive discipline.
They are sorting it out to make sure. Oklahoma City will be still shooting
Harris fouling
free
out.
throws.
He does so with 18 points, including 4 threes.
All right, it is on Tobias. So he is
Chris
done with
Paul's
18
about to go to the
points.
line, but we're having a discussion here about something. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Josh Richardson is trying to claim this foul here and keep Tobias in the game, but that's not going to happen. I like the effort.
Very much so. Not giving up yet.
So here's Paul, his first free throws of the game. He's the 7th
All right,
best
makes the first.
free throw shooter in the NBA at 90%. Again, Harris finishing with 18 points, 6 boards, 4 assists. Hamidou Diallo. They play offense-defense here with Danilo Gallinari going to the bench.
And he makes them both.
Sixer lead at 7. And Diallo commits the foul.
with the foul.
The Thunder did have one to give here in the final 2-minute period.
That will just be side out. Next
And the
one,
Sixers
they'll put him in the bonus.
throw it in. They have a fresh 24, which to work. Richardson splitting the double team, and as he gets into the front court, he is fouled. Josh Richardson
Chris Paul with the
now
foul.
will shoot free throws as Chris Paul
Richardson
commits his
shoots
4th.
2.
And the Thunder officially in the penalty. 76ers camps presented by Rothman Orthopedics and powered by ESF is now open for registration. Day and overnight camps available for boys and girls ages 5 to 17. For more info, the website
Richardson makes the first.
76erscamps.com or 610.
It's an 8-point game.
76-76. A little offense defense for Brett Brown. James Ennis. Help the Sixers match up better with the 3-guard lineup put out there by the Thunder, along with Adams and Gallinari, the good shooter. And Trey Burke is in there to shadow Schroeder.
What's going on, Mobile Hero?
One more for Richardson.
Keep everybody in front of you. Nothing behind.
In and out, rebounded by Adams.
Sixers
Chris
holding
Paul
8.
brings it up. Adams dunks it home. It's a 6-point game
for Steven Adams. And the Thunder again in a position where if they can't steal right away, they will foul, and they do.
All right,
And once
30
again,
and a
we'll
half
walk the floor
seconds
for
left.
Richardson. Chris Paul, his 5th.
Richardson shooting 2.
Great job by Josh Richardson. And we talk about it time and time again, to come to the ball, shorten the distance of the pass. He can feel the heat, the pressure being applied by the full court pickup. Come to the
What's
basketball.
going on,
be
Mr.
strong with
Thomas?
the ball.
Says
He
that
finds
beat
himself
finger
at the
don't
line.
look right.
Curado
Man,
Insurance presents
that
Sixers
boy
Post
was
Game
looking
Live.
all
Amy,
shades
Mark,
of
and the
messed
coach in the
up.
studio. Talk about this one. You'll be hearing from head coach Brett Brown, some of the players as well. Curado Insurance presents Sixers Post Game Live on NBC Sports
Richardson hits the
Philadelphia.
first. It's a 7-point game.
Now the Sixers being called upon to make their free throws. Again, 5 personal fouls on Chris Paul.
All right, J7E, I appreciate you
more
for
for
coming
Josh
out.
Richardson.
If you enjoyed yourself, hopefully you could hit that subscribe button. And on your way out,
He's got 23 points.
what do you call it? Hit that like button. All right, he hit them both. It's back up to 8.
Gilgeous Alexander. They'll let him
Alexander
post
got
to
the
get 2.
deuce.
Trey Burke goes streaking down the floor. I think we have a timeout being called by Brett
All
Brown.
right, Sixers with the timeout.
24.4 remaining.
So I will be doing NBA and college basketball all week long, as well as your home for March Madness. I will be doing the NFL playoffs, including the Super Bowl, including the national title game as well. So if you enjoy this kind of stuff, definitely hit that subscribe button. Smash that notification bell, because I do go live at least almost every single day. Unless something really pops up in real life where I got to take care of, I am on every single day. Like yesterday, I was on for the Vikings and the Saints, Seattle and Philly, and ended the night with the Pistons and Lakers. Gatot, we do keep a clean chat. What's going on? Joe Bozzi says thank you. Well, thank you for coming in, brother. Appreciate it.
NBCSports.com to enter. Sixers get it to Joel Embiid.
All right, Embiid shooting 2, followed by Adams.
More free throws coming up. The Sixers, there will be a free throw disparity in this one in favor of the Oklahoma City Thunder, but the Sixers certainly getting their share here in the fourth.
I appreciate that, Zeppelin.
JoJo,
appreciate that, Carter.
His fingers taped up. We saw the tape job on Steven Adams.
Want to welcome you guys all to the family. You're definitely the MVPs. Appreciate you guys.
Yep. Again, for Embiid, it was a dislocated finger. His buddy taped by head athletic trainer Kevin Johnson. Again, James Ennis in to match up better
I appreciate that, J7E.
He relieves Al Horford.
Welcome to the family. You're definitely an MVP.
Pretty good offensive night with 13, just one above his average, but he shot well and got a lot of looks inside, even while the guy at the line was in the game, meaning Embiid.
Appreciate that, J7E. Welcome to the family. You're definitely an MVP.
Final timeout. So the Sixers making their free throws. 23.4 away from breaking their 4-game losing streak.
All right, to 8-point game, 112 to 120, 23.4 seconds. Philadelphia with the only timeout left. Appreciate that, Jerome Publio. Hopefully I said your last name correctly. Thank you for joining the family. You're definitely an MVP. Who do you think the player of the game is? That's a good question. I'm going to have to say, I mean, it's a toss-up because, like, everybody was making their shots today. Got to be Simmons. He's been balling today. I think he got, what, a triple-double now? I'll bring up everybody's stats. Yeah, he's two assists shy of a triple-double.
Oklahoma City Thunder with possession, probably searching out a three here out of their last timeout. They get it to Gallinari. Oh, and he's fouled by Richardson. Certainly didn't want to do that. Josh committing his fifth.
One of our keys, ball pressure. You can see Brett Brown putting JoJo on the inbounder. Maximize the pressure. Just a little out of position with the reach. Josh more upset with himself, I think, than the call. That was an obvious foul.
Putting a good free throw shooter at the line. Nearly 90% is Danilo Gallinari.
Misses the first.
Well, if you're him now, do you miss on purpose?
I'm just thinking about Frosties and fries. You know the second misses fries. Work with me here, partner.
Gallinari splits the pair.
The shot clock is unplugged, and Brett Brown burns his final timeout.
All right, no more timeouts the rest of the way.
Sixer lead at 7. We promise to return with more.
All right, they are going to cut it to commercial as soon as the game resumes, I will be resuming the audio. Joel Embiid, baller. He actually dislocated his finger. I'm talking about, it was nasty looking though. It was all turned sideways and man, it was nasty. But they did pop it back into place, taped it up with a good finger, and what do you call it? It's good to roll. Zeppelin, I don't have an Instagram, but I do have a Twitter, as well as I appreciate that, Josiah Ray. I also have the Sports Movement Network and TSMN Entertainment. We have a Discord as well as a Twitter page, so you can definitely hit us up on Twitter. At my Twitter is at 30Troxel87. But all that is in the description, so you can follow us there, chat it up, and we can have some fun.
They'll be able to get
all right. We're back.
Backcourt if they need to do so. There it is for Richardson. Who will run around, use up some clock.
Somebody's open. There's 2 on him.
Trey Burke. Well,
yeah, they're not fouling. They're going to run this bad boy out.
City will concede, and the 76ers will.
I do want to say shout out to all the Philly fans and all the OK City fans. You guys were truly awesome.
Believe it or not. And of course, this goes back.
I do want to say that we are 3 away from 1.26.
It's the
Appreciate
Sixers'
you guys.
first win against OKC.
But congratulations,
since
Philadelphia.
November 15th of 2000.
You guys definitely fought hard and picked up the win.
Sixers now 24-14 on the season. For Oklahoma City,
I will definitely say, they fought for that win. They fought for that win. Oklahoma City hit him in their mouth and kept punching, and eventually, it wore Oklahoma City out at the end. But shout out to you guys. You guys were amazing. I appreciate that, J7E. Appreciate that, brother. I do, but I've been actually really busy on here. I've been actually doing at least 1 game a day. Yesterday I did 3 games. I did the Vikings and the Saints, Seahawks and the Eagles, and then finished the night off with the Pistons and the Lakers. So, so I've been busy on here. So when you guys hit that notification bell, you guys will definitely get some content. I do basketball, college and pros, and as well as football, college and pros. So you guys will have fun. I do appreciate you guys all. You guys were an awesome crowd. You guys were amazing people. Everybody kept it cool and respectful. I did appreciate that. And, we're about to hit another milestone with 1.26. We are 4 away from that. So definitely appreciate you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. I might do college basketball. If not, I'll pick a good NBA game. So we're going to have some fun. Check out the community tab. I do post questions on there, making sure that, you guys get the content that you guys really want. It is a majority vote, so, the majority does get the game. But I do take a lot of the requests and things like that. So, I try to be interactive with you guys. I appreciate you guys for being interactive with me as well. Truly a great crowd today. I truly appreciate you guys. But with that being said, I do have to get up early for work, and then after that, gotta set up for tomorrow. Because we're gonna have some more basketball. This weekend I will be doing all 4 the division round of the playoffs, and Monday I will be doing the national title game. So we got some huge games on the line and in the lineup. So with that being said, you guys all have a blessed night. Have a nice night. Troxel Sports Talk, and I'm out. Peace.